Hello everyone. Today we will do a detailed issue of this. How to replace the speaker base coil. This is a 10-inch speaker, so you can hear the sound. The coil is already inserted. Before changing, let's introduce it first. What kind of glue do I need to use? The other one of these three kinds of glue is this glue. Is this glue the silver thread glue? It's the black kind of elastic. After drying, he will still be a little elastic. It's for sutures. This is the center glue. This is the glue we use to stick the coils. This is what I used before, the first generation of 504. This glue is cheaper and better preserved. Well, generally, the shelf life is 2 years. What about the first generation? Its hardness is not as good as the second generation. We are now directly using the second generation. The second generation is yellow after drying. Then the hardness is better. The temperature resistance is 130 degrees. Of course, how about repairing a loudspeaker with higher power? Try to use the original center glue of the original factory. But that center glue has a downside. After you bought it, be sure to use it within 7 days. If not used, it will kill. That glue is not easy to store, and the price is more expensive. How about a speaker with a relatively low power? There is no problem at all with this glue. And what about the glue? That's what we glued the dust cap on. After the glue dries, it is transparent. Then let's start tearing it down next. What about the dust cap? We still do not use demineralized water to soften. We'll just tear it down with a knife. Demineralized water is poisonous. We tear this down. The destructive type removes this dust cap. Then after we fix, then replace it with a new one. This has been dismantled. Then take this coil. We can take it directly. Before taking, let's find this and this first. Coils of the same size. Measure it with a caliper if possible. Look for this line. This should be 49.5. Then the next thing to notice is this. Don't get dust in the porcelain seams, especially that metal. It's hard to get out the iron stuff after it gets in. Then take it apart like this. We're going to take this silver wire. Deal with it here. To deal with this place, we can use iron it. Remove the glue. Alright. This silver wire will do it. You don't need to remove to clean. Then I have to seal the glue. Then the next step is to polish this. Because if the silver ring falls directly like this, he can go down. So we are going to grind that circle off. Grind until this silver circle can just enough to go down. Before we grind, first use this kind of adhesive tape to sew the magnetic seam. Prevent it from entering the organs. Alright, after sealing it like this, we can polish it. For sanding, I use a starter tool. If not, you sharpen slowly with a knife round and round. You can also sand this side. I used this. This is started. Yes, it can also be electric. You see how to polish. Don't over polish it when you polish it. As long as the coil can go down just fine. Just dirty. Let's deal with this dust next. Alright, after cleaning the dust, our next step is down this silver ring. There are 2 ways to get this silver ring. One way is to use this special mold. After installing it, you can do the next lap. There is another way. That is me. What if we don't have this mold? Poker can be used instead. That's right. It's like this. Just show it, then put playing cards around the speaker. Then it's okay. Then we directly use this speaker. What about when the sound is on? Where is the sound line? As much as possible, the position of the voice line when you removed it. Just be consistent. But this one, when we dismantled it, this silver circle, is not that long and thicker than this. So we guarantee that the above, just a little bit. What if you do the same silver circle? You remember the previous position. Where and how deep you can go. After finishing writing, let's start with that. Fix this silver wire. What about the silver wire? Let's directly just put a few lines on it. After the disc is finished, we solder it with bare stickers. We are going to use this in the next step after soldering. This 504 is then sealed. Pay attention to the sealant, because the seam we placed is relatively large. So let's put a layer of that next. Well, use that handicap paper pad to prevent when we are sealing the glue. What about this glue? Because the glue dries slowly, prevent this glue from being used for a long time. Stay in this silver circle. If you don't put it, it will be scrapped. Not much cushion now. You can find our disability certificate, and then this kind of mess. Then twist it into a rope, then seal the seam around this circle. Okay, so it's sealed. When sealing it, we try to make this neck on as much as possible, as long as it doesn't fall. Because we still have glue on it, you guarantee that this glue will complete access to this cone glue. Well, let's use the second generation of V504. This is AB glue. To compare the two, it's because the weather is colder and my feet are a bit smelly. You can try heating it up. Well, this is much better. Another thing to note is that when you were grinding that meal, maybe you grind too hard. This bomb and tater cone, maybe the glue in the middle will be worn off by you. This is not yet. What if the glue wears off? We need to seal this circle with a layer of glue. It looks like it's not sealed now. Okay, next step, we seal the silver thread glue. What's next? After we wait for the glue to dry, just remove the positioning clip. Preferably 24 hours, because it takes 24 hours for this foot to reach its peak strength. Alright, after a day, the foot is dry. What about after the feet are dry? It's relatively hard. In the next step, after we take down the mold, then stick the dust cap on. Find a waterproof cap and find a larger one. For sticking the waterproof cap, we directly use this white glue. You can wipe the edge with that lint-free cloth. It's better to stick it out like this. In the next step, let's find a key point. Press to this place. Just wait until your feet are dry. The feet are also slower to dry. It will take about 4 or 5 hours. Alright, how many hours have passed? The feet of this dust cap are also dry. After doing this, the effect is still relatively good. Basically the same as the original. Alright, then the trumpet medal is repaired. Well, what about this video? If you are interested in our video, welcome to subscribe to our channel. If there are any questions, you can private message us. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching.